welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You join me here, just doing a quick press interview. Episode 7 today, for FIFA 20 career mode. And yeah, you know, obviously pretty excited on this second video today. And just like last time. Now, in all truth, we're probably only a few games away from the end of the season. Overall, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 games today. We're going to play 4 games today. Then we've got 4 games tomorrow. And probably by the end of tomorrow, career mode will be done with. That will be the end of, well, when I say done with, I mean that'll be the end of our first season on career mode. And the focus then will turn onto season 2, of course, for career mode. So, what I'm trying to say, I'm going to make some changes, for season 2. Not big changes, just some changes for season 2, maybe to make the game a bit more faster pace, and yeah, you know, make it a little bit better, hopefully, and hopefully you'll enjoy some of them changes that I'm planning on. Like, don't get me wrong, or anything, you know, I think, you know, don't get me wrong, we can, you know, what I'm trying to say, I don't want the videos to be as long as they currently are. Like, 1 hour, 20 minutes long is ridiculous. And a lot of people probably won't watch beyond probably 30 minutes. Some people may even not watch beyond 20 minutes. And to keep you guys maybe more entertained, what I'm trying to say is, I'm planning on, you know, shortening it to make it a bit more watchable, quite frankly, for you guys, and hopefully you'll like them changes, and hopefully them changes will be better for you, because that's what it's all about, you know, making sure the changes I introduce are the best changes possible, and if not, then I've clearly failed, and yeah, that ain't what we really want. We're here to try and make good changes to it, and anyway, on with today's video. Playing 4 games again today. We're going to play both of our Champions League games. We're going to play against West Ham, and I think we'll play against Watford, or should we play against Liverpool? I'm not too sure. We'll come to that conclusion in a minute, but anyway, we'll get on with this first match then, and hopefully we can have a good one. Obviously, Tammy Abraham is now match fit, but I'm not just going to rush him back into the first team because, you know, we don't want Tammy Abraham getting another injury. You know, we're going to have him on the bench, however, you know, so we may give him some play time towards the end. Hopefully that can help. But again, I don't want to rush him back into that injury. So we're playing a bit of a, well, we're playing in a way a bit of a weaker Chelsea side today, and we're not playing a full strength Chelsea side. We're also protecting Sancho to a degree today, but yeah. Now I must say they've done a lovely job with this stadium here, absolutely beautiful. I do like the West Ham stadium. I don't know whether you guys like it, you know, I think it's a pretty decent stadium, very modern, very big. Obviously it's the Olympic London Stadium, so maybe it's something you'd expect from a modern stadium, only built for the 2012 Olympics really, but has been used. And Felipe Anderson opens the scoring, makes it 1-0 West Ham, and West Ham gets us on the break, but it's not game over just yet. Now got to come back here, and hopefully we can do just that. Pulisic On to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Sancho. Looking for Callum. Callum gets tackled here. Not having a great opening 10 minutes.
That is patient. Loftus-Cheek. Got the ball away from the opposition. Got to keep it now.
So, obviously,
just checking on the table, we can confirm what you know already, of course, that 3 points would be enough for the visiting team here to go top.
Well, we're at that point where everybody can see the finishing line, and that's when sometimes
this win would be quite important, as you just heard there. We can go top of the table, but I believe Newcastle have got a game in hand, so if we lose, this could be a huge defeat. We're not playing Kepa in goal because Kepa has got an injury, so in a way we're trying to play a bit of a weaker Chelsea side, as I said, so we're relying on good defending, good playing up front today from players maybe not quite as used, but Callum Hudson-Odoi then onside then here, turns back, passes back to Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho gets the ball back to Loftus-Cheek. It's still Chelsea's ball.
This elusive equalising goal for Chelsea. They're knocking the ball around well. Here's Willian.
Willian.
He's going to try it. Good save by the keeper.
That was a good opportunity for Puzzlik to make it 1-1 Chelsea. And good thing is we're taking plenty of shots on, so we're getting opportunities,
ball played to Mendy,
which is good. So we're playing still very good football despite maybe a weaker Chelsea side, which is pretty good. And that's what I want to see.
Letting the opposition come at them, risky.
Like, you know, obviously that's what we need. Jorginho on to...
It could be a chance.
And it's 1-1. Then Callum Hudson-Odoi scores the goal. Sancho gets the assist to get it 1-1. Had to get back in the game there, and we did just that. And it's now 1-1. West Ham scored. We've scored. Pretty good run from Sancho. Pass back to Callum Hudson-Odoi. That taps it into the back of the net, and that's 1-1. No stopping that from Callum Hudson-Odoi. So that's Callum's 4th goal in the Premier League, actually. So he's actually doing a pretty good job, actually, so far this season. For Chelsea, he's done a pretty good job in the Premier League anyway, I think, personally. But, you know, now the search begins for that 2nd goal, hopefully, that can just maybe help us out a little bit. As we get a bit bogged down here. Can Caballero come out? Yes, he can, and he does do that. Comes out. Then and thank God, picking up the ball. Obviously, Caballero, as I say, in goal for Kepa, because Kepa's got a slight injury today. Kepa's on the bench for Chelsea, and that could have been 2-1. Unfortunately, it's not. But yeah, you know, obviously not a bad opportunity. Callum gets a shot on. Oh, that's so close to going into the back of the net. Brilliant shot from Callum Hudson-Odoi, almost making it 2-1 for a 2nd goal. But playing good football, as the commentator recognises, which is great to hear. And oh, that could have been 2-1 West Ham. So quite frankly, 2 moments in this game.
2 more minutes to play, that of added time.
Jadon Sancho over the top, on to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Could this be 2nd goal, or will Jadon Sancho pick it up? No, not quite. So you're going to go into the half-time break, 2-1 down. Then I'm sorry, 1-1 all. I don't know why I'm saying 2-1, because I'm wanting it to be 2-1 for us. But yeah, you know, anyway. But yeah, we have had better possession. We have had more chances, which is good to see. So we are creating. It's now just, can we tuck it away then? And over to Puzzlik, playing quite positive already, coming out in this 2nd half. Very positive. On to Willian. Willian onside, in the box, trying to, but Willian unfortunately can't find his man, and will remain still 1-1, looking for that second goal. Obviously, that would take us into the lead of the Premier League, but not only that, will give us the lead also in this match. And that's important, of course. Puzzlic now back to Sancho. Sancho, Callum.
Oh, nothing wrong with the finish, Martin.
On to Puzzlic.
Puzzlic
picks up the run, and that's out for a corner.
They've got a corner here.
It should be. Yes, good. So
other options from the bench.
Into the middle.
In from the
Callum try and pick up the ball. William though will now have to run with his man. Can Callum get his man? No, not quite. But William now picks up the ball, regains possession, and Sancho back in the middle. It's back to Callum, and it's 2-1. Callum Hudson-Odoi makes it 2. West Ham 1. Again, another Jadon Sancho, Callum Hudson-Odoi special. And I'll tell you what, Callum doing a real treat and working that wing really well. Despite his natural playing position, doing a really good job in that central attacking position, I must say, today, in replacement for Morata and obviously Tammy Abraham, who will play there, of course, in future. But obviously we're only using a squad, really, that is, you could say, a bit like a car down on power. And yeah, you know, we're having to sort of replace players now, but we're going to have also a few back. So we know that Kepa will be coming back soon. We know Tammy Abraham should be back also relatively soon. But yeah, you know, obviously.
Alan, what about Chelsea's next
game? We're just waiting then. And Capella, the man who captaining this Chelsea team into the box. Pretty good cross, actually. Just unfortunate, no one there to pick up that ball. And remain 2-1. As now West Ham on the run and on the break, looking quite strong here, but thank God Rudiger will intercept that and will take back control of this game. Callum Hudson-Odoi, he's already got 2 goals to his name. Passes back to Jadon Sancho. The two have been meeting up for all this game in the box, but that is going to be a goal. Oh, it's a corner, sorry. I thought that being a goal kick. And I've even saw the deflection. And, oh, not a bad shot. Who was that? Loftus-Cheek, I believe it was. But a very good header and not a bad shot. Could have been 3-1 then there. Oh, again, not a bad attempt twice in there. So 2 good corners then for us there. But unfortunately nothing comes of the 2 good corners, which is a bit of a shame. Sometimes you get rewarded, sometimes you don't. You just never know. In this scenario, we haven't been rewarded. We've been average there. Like, you know.
Got the ball.
But nonetheless, and that was a brilliant opportunity for the West Ham lads. But thanks to Caballero, who makes sure he saves that and keeps Chelsea 2-1 ahead. Then in goes the corner. Back to the player, and we've just literally passed it there. Christensen, got to keep the ball now. Let to Mendy. Jorginho. William. Caballero. Back to Rudiger. Up to Mendy.
Mendy.
Jorginho.
Pass. And the player with the ball has so many options, so they work so hard off the ball to make those options possible.
And on to William.
For passing sake, either they've made
and that'll be out for a Chelsea throw.
Jadon Sancho.
In the box is Puzzlic, who makes it 3-1 Chelsea. And that is surely game, set and match here against West Ham. 2-goal lead. Brilliant goal that was from Puzzlic. Brilliant little run. He does get, the goalkeeper does get a touch, so it does actually make a save. So it sort of came off a deflection off the goalkeeper and in. But it is 3-1 Chelsea, and Puzzlic getting another goal in the Premier League. Then there, and that's his 4th goal of the Premier League.
5 minutes remaining.
And that's the thing, actually, that we've done with Chelsea this season.
What does this mean, Alan, for
We've
the next game?
given players, lots of players goals, and thank God that a lot of players are shipping in goals. There's not been one dominant player, so it's not like one player scored a ton of goals. There's been a whole collection from different players, and that's what's really helped us out this season. But again, another attempt for West Ham then there with 3 minutes of added time to go. So we may get one more attempt at goal, but I doubt it. And even if we do, we don't need it, that one more attempt. But nonetheless, so Kalamazoo will get that final opportunity, but it's a win, 3-1. Then the Chelsea fans will be all in applause, and West Ham fans devastated. That is a defeat for the team.
Performance from this fella.
A London derby, of course.
We think of his creative abilities, but
a
couple of goals here.
Unfortunately, it wasn't to be for West Ham, and Chelsea, well, we win 3-1 then there. So a pretty good start from your position, but it weren't to be that day, and we come out on top then there, which is obviously what we want to see, of course. We want to win games. That's the whole point of playing FIFA, of course.
I've just got a couple of questions I want to ask you.
We won that match then there today. Indeed. Puzzlic continuing in run of form. How satisfied are you with his performance today? With 2 goals to secure a win, Kalamazoo was a overall great performance, and yeah, you know, it was a good performance really. So next game is Man City. Now last time we played Man City, I'm pretty sure we won like 3-0.
Cheers.
If I'm correct, at home. It wasn't too long ago we played them. I think we played them this morning, in fact. So I don't know how long Kepa's injury will be for. Quickly. So we'll probably play Morata overall. 7 days. Yeah, 7 days. Now N'Golo Conte will be back. So we'll probably play Morata in the first leg, I think. We'll play Morata in that first leg. We're gonna play Kovacic over Morata, over Jorginho when he's back, of course. But yeah, we're gonna have to play Jorginho. Gonna play Morata in the first leg. I don't know whether we'll play Willian. I think we might play Willian. We'll see. And then we'll play Abraham in the second leg. I think that seems more than reasonable. We've got no suspensions, we've got no injuries, thank God. But we're going to play Morata in this first leg, over, obviously, Tammy. We want Tammy to be match fit. We don't want to rush his comeback. I know that may sound a bit annoying, and it is annoying, but I just don't want to rush bringing back Tammy Abraham or any player. I will play Kepa because he should be fine now, quite frankly, and he's a goalkeeper, so he shouldn't get injured, I don't think, or his injury shouldn't worsen. So, you know, it should be more than safe to play Kepa, but we don't want to run the risk of playing anyone that we shouldn't. Now, the good thing is, we've got the away leg advantage here, so we'll be the first one with the away leg. So we do want to actually score at least a goal or two.
2 English clubs who at the start of every season put huge pressure on themselves to lift silverware. I'm talking about Manchester City and Chelsea. They're about to lock horns here in Manchester, and the action is live, coming up on EA TV.
Now, every time in all competitions we face Man City, we've beaten them. Will we beat them again tonight? We beat them a while ago. But is this going to be 3 or 4 straight victories for us indeed? And it is an opportunity for us.
Well, experience counts for so much at this stage of the competition. The pointed end, this is where it all matters. Can they get into the semi-final? Senior players in that press room
coming
play
out
a huge part.
Pretty strong, I would say, in this first 5 minutes. They're controlling the game, but just giving it away. Here's now the opportunity, possibly, onto Morata.
Leading the line is Sergio Aguero.
Losing ball then there.
And a look at the Chelsea starting 11. N'Golo Conte starts alongside Jorginho in the centre of midfield, and Morata is the main striker for this match.
Bernardo Silva. In the box is Aguero. So Leroy Sané.
Wonderful block.
Rudiger doing a good job then there.
Well, we're rightly focusing on Bernardo Silva, who has developed into one of the finest midfield players in the game. What kind of qualities do you think he'll bring to the fore today, Lee?
Well, his ball possession will be his key. People give him the...
And up for grabs off the keeper.
So, back into the midfield. So that was our first, maybe real opportunity of the game. So we play it back to Mendy. Mendy's on the ball now.
Sancho now.
Sancho. Over to William. William gets the ball. Can he find Sancho? Not quite. So it'll remain 1-1 as things currently lay.
Manchester City have lost the ball.
Christensen.
Here is Willian. Conte.
Morata.
Still on level terms, moving the ball
Sancho.
nicely.
Through ball to William. Oh.
So close to keeping himself onside, but offside is the verdict.
Well, and that's his job.
Was that offside? Let's have a look. Yeah, just about offside. One a close, and one a too close of call. Looking back on replay, I think it was closer than
Morata.
We first thought. But yeah, offside is the correct call.
Judgment to end the attack. Good tackle, it'll be a throw.
Throw in for Man City, and it's still 0-0 as we
2018-2019 was a big success story for Manchester City, but there was heartbreak in the Champions League at the quarter-final stage against Spurs, Lee.
Yeah, one of the best games of the competition, no doubt about that. Settled by 2 VAR moments, you have to say. Sterling's offside and Llorente's allowed goal, but what an advertisement for football.
VAR coming into the knockout stages of the Champions League for the first time.
So here's William. That's a foul, and it's a free kick.
Well, that could be his final rebuke, I think, and the referee's making that absolutely clear.
Well, I like that, Derek. Good refereeing. Nice and strong.
I want to actually
exactly what he was thinking.
See a different camera angle. I actually don't know. I'm not going to go for goal, but I just wanted to see a bit of a different camera angle.
Goal kick is what's coming
but
up here.
Unfortunately, I couldn't, which was a bit of a shame. But a good header from Jorginho, actually. I don't think Edison had that covered. Even though it did go wide, I actually don't think he had that one covered, regardless whether he made that diving save.
Jorginho.
I think that could have actually went in if, let's say, it was a bit lower. And through ball to Kante. Kante makes it 1-0.
Well, it was always going to be a tight game, but now all of a sudden
Chelsea are ahead.
Got to change on both sides.
It's 1-0, and that is the first goal of the game. Played it right down the middle. N'Golo Conte scores, and yeah, that was a good goal from Kante. It's his second this year in the Champions League. He's having a good season as well, I must say, actually. Even though he hasn't scored many goals, as I say, really, what's been the driving factor? The whole team has scored a bunch full of goals. And quite frankly, there's been no one dominant player who I would say have scored a ton of goals in all competitions. And Sancho through on goal. This should be easily 2-0. And that is fantastic. Before the half-time break, then there.
Well, as we see,
literally, that must have been the worst display of defending I've ever seen. 2-0 coming from the midfielders, Kante and Sancho. Absolutely blasting their way. And that's Sancho's 4th UEFA Champions League goal. He's actually doing quite good in the Champions League. Obviously, he scored 2 for Dortmund, I think it was, or whatever team he was with prior to us. But nonetheless, 2 goals for Chelsea in the Champions League. So, yeah, you know, same as Kante, I think, in that regards, but 4 Champions League goals. So he's doing really good, actually, in the Champions League. With half-time now on the horizon, and that's the first half done. Then there. And 2 goals from 2 midfielders. And that is 2-0 Chelsea. Then here, as we go on, and hopefully we can pick up now the win. Well, we should do now against City. It's just a question of how many goals can we win by, rather than a question of whether we can or can't pick up the win. But sometimes this 2-goal lead, some say, is a dangerous lead. And that Leroy Sané through on goal, but it's going to be a goal kick.
Goal kick coming up.
And Kepa passes to Capella, and a bit of a nice tackle by Leroy Sané. And good interception here. So Man City coming out good then in this second half, by the looks of it.
Morata in possession.
Morata,
can they hit on the break?
Through ball to Kante, up to William. Now William, turn back, whip it into the box or in towards that direction, and nothing comes of that play, but it was good play once again.
Scoreline at the Groupama Stadium, a goal in that match. Alan McInally.
It's a goal for Lyon. 61 minutes.
So Liverpool and Lyon
keeping us right
1-1.
up to date.
So that's the away goal, by the way, also for Lyon. As here goes Kante, and Kante through on goal. Can he make it 3-0 Chelsea? No, not quite, but another
I really fancy the attacker there.
opportunity.
Brilliant goalkeeping in the end.
Quite frankly, it's a bit of a shame. That could have been another opportunity for us. And yeah, you know, obviously, pretty good.
And Pulisic has it.
Then
it's with Bernardo Silva.
Well,
great read there
easily
to
pick
intercept.
up that one. Back to Christensen. Kante.
So 20 minutes
William.
to go. Morata. Good
Kante. Brilliant from Kante. Obviously, Sancho's there if he needs. But Sancho. Sancho again.
But what next?
Sancho's still there, but Man City eventually get the ball. Kante had to cross, otherwise, you know, that would have been
now can they counter clinically?
No opportunity. Thank God.
What's he going to do here?
For Man City, they didn't concede another goal. Keeps it a bit tighter, especially going into that second leg. But so far, Man City have been absolutely a load of waffle in this season. Like, they've lost. Well, they're on the brink of losing all, I think, 3 so far their games that I've played against them. Not one of them games have they actually managed to win. And it's a bit of a shame, really, because City are a good team in real life. And they're just doing a terrible job. Like, even against other teams, they're just not giving that Man City vibe. Now William on the run, down the wing.
Natural that the attack should go through.
Whipped in the box.
Can he put it away? Keeper did his job to begin with. And Conte might take it on. And clears his lines. Well, that's how to do it defensively. Casemiro there. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Will they profit from this situation? Sterling!
2 minutes of added time.
So, still stays 2-0, and we're going to make it another victory. It'll be 3 out of 3. Then, all 3 matches we've played against City. City have lost. Not by 1, not by 2, but almost by 3 goals. But that's another excellent performance in the Champions League, and Man City are on the back foot going into the second leg now. But remember, it's not over yet. We saw what happened against Atletico Madrid. We had a 1-goal deficit, we came back 4-0. City's got a 2-goal deficit. Could they come back 4-0? We just never know how football goes. But what it does mean, we've got the advantage, and there is a long, long way to go. 90 minutes still to be played there. So, Tammy Abraham will make his return, not this game, but probably next game. I'm going to play Morata for the next game. Again, well, wait, next game is Champions League. So, sorry, I won't play anyone for the next game. I'll be playing then Abraham, who will start his first match for Chelsea since his injury 5 weeks ago. And Tammy Abraham will now get his debut back in the Chelsea squad then, as he's fully match fit.
Thank you everyone for your patience, and we'll start taking some questions now.
So, obviously a huge, huge match. Then we've got coming up a huge match against Man City. Absolute huge and vital match against City then today. And hopefully we can get that win that we're looking for, that we've come here for, at home against them. Obviously, Tammy Abraham getting his first match back at the Bridge since his injury. Obviously, that'll be huge for him. It'll also be huge for the fans of Tammy Abraham, who may be supportive of Tammy. Yeah. Pretty good then there, I think, that win.
Ready for a battle of blues, albeit of different shades. Chelsea against Manchester City. Whatever way you slice it, it's a match that commands your attention. It's live next on EA TV.
Can we?
Hello, it's a real pleasure to be with you from West London, from Stamford Bridge. I'm Derek Ray, joined by Lee Dixon in the commentary position, and we're getting ready for a quarter-final second leg match in the Champions League.
Semi-final.
It is Chelsea facing
and if we get to the semi-final, we're only 2 matches away from the final.
Really well, but if they concede an early goal, could be very, very interesting this game.
And all we got to do here in this game is actually not concede. That's all we've got to do.
Hence a goal kick.
We don't actually have to necessarily
Antonio Rudiger starts with Andreas Christensen
win.
In
We just have to not concede and we're through. Or not concede too.
And they line up with just the one striker looking to do a bit of damage.
Tammy Abraham turns his man. Tammy Abraham. Jadon Sancho.
Against the post, but back in play. Able to clear the
Not
danger,
bad,
at
two
least for now.
good attempts, and Tammy Abraham getting his first attempt. And I'll tell you what, he feels a bit like a different player since I last used him. But overall, he feels very, very nice indeed, and literally very, very good. Like, he's still a bit weak in front, but that will improve over time. And no, Tammy, what he can do, I have confidence in him.
Giving them the gift of possession.
Alright, Tammy on the break then here for Chelsea.
Nice
passes
pass.
it back. Willian, what is going on with Willian then? That was absolutely disgraceful from Willian then there. Not good indeed.
Well, that's one for them to pursue.
But here comes
Sané.
Leroy Sané then here. And a pretty good save from Kepa, knocking it clear of danger as Christensen Pulisic
now.
Then we'll have the ball back to Pulisic. And Pulisic making an awesome run. Here comes Pulisic, passes it to Willian, but Willian unfortunately not coming on the end of that then there. So yeah, you know, stays 0-0 for both of us two teams.
Sergio Aguero has it. Given away by City.
It will remain 0-0. Sancho, brilliant, skips past the defender. That would have been offside, I think, if it did get to William. So William staying offside, which ain't good.
Possession changes hands, they intercept him.
Sancho passes it to William. Passes it back to Abraham. I don't know why I'm not playing so crap with William. I have no confidence with William right now. And I may replace him from this first team with Callum Hudson-Odoi now. I think he's got to that point in his career where I don't see too much of him. And if I can't vision him, I don't know.
Well, after that effort, I'm not sure whether he's right or left-footed.
Like, Pulisic I have confidence in.
And Christensen.
I know he can skip past the defender. Abraham, as you can see, I know he will do what I'm paying him to do. He can score, but or get something out of the match.
Win the corner.
With Willian, I don't know. I've just got something not telling me he's the right player for that number 10 shirt.
Willian coming into it.
Rudiger having a good shot, but unfortunately nothing comes of it.
Conte. Tammy Abraham. There's a slide rule pass.
Okay, now Williams answering my questions.
An incisive pass. It's come off the keeper. And the defender takes care of business.
Come on.
Jorginho. Pulisic has it. Cross, letting guide.
Don't know what Tammy's trying. Oh, nowhere near him.
Fernandinho.
But it ends that first half 1-0, which I guess depending on which way you look at it ain't a bad result. But yeah, we will want to do better in the second half, and we'll look for that second half result. So 0-0 as things went in as break.
Out of space. Pulisic.
Alright, let's get goals in this second half.
Might be able to set
Sancho. Now, Sancho. What is Sancho doing, mate? Sancho, I'm not happy with you there. I'm happy with you most of the time, but certainly not there.
On to Jorginho. Fernandinho with it. Well, this is the home of live football, EA TV, and we have more action coming up from the Premier League for you. It's
so here comes Leroy Sané.
Palace. Wonderful chance. Conte. And we have more live Premier League action coming up for you soon on EA TV.
Pulisic making a run.
City taking on Newcastle United.
Yeah, that looks a great matchup, doesn't it?
Tammy Abraham.
Some fast-flowing football there.
Come on, Tammy. You know you're better than that.
The ball with Rodri. Not to be advised giving the ball away in that position.
And the Tammy Abraham.
I love watching him play. Just look how he commands his area.
So it remains right now 1-0. Sorry, 0-0. And Man City are yet to score a goal against us in this season still. I honestly can't believe Man City have not even scored a goal against me yet.
Abraham. And showing fine vision.
And here's William. William should score this. He does. And William
well, they've made the pressure count. They really
then
deserve this lead.
makes it 1-0 Chelsea. This could be 4 defeats out of all 4 matches played against this team. Absolute magical. 4 wins for Chelsea against Man City. Man City are nobodies.
You just feel it might be getting away from them. 3-0 on aggregate.
I think that should also see us through to the Champions League semi-final now. Quite frankly, I don't see any way back for this team. And Puzlik could have made it 3 and 4-0 on aggregate, but Edison denies Puzlik.
Brilliant save from the keeper.
Then
that's all they can conjure for now.
So Chelsea will remain more or less
so 20 minutes to go.
Ahead.
Given away by City.
20 minutes to go.
And a goal has gone in the Liverpool match.
They need to find 3 goals if they want to go through
keeping us right up to date
in the space of 20 minutes. I think only Liverpool have done that against me, or they've scored 2
now
in the space of like 20.
Moving forward effectively. A glorious chance. What a vital intervention.
And we're not playing full throttle, I'm not going to lie. But I'm playing just average football. I'm taking my time, I'm taking touches.
That is a very fine challenge.
I'm trying to score nice goals, or goals that are worth celebrating, sort of thing.
Fernandinho, given away by City. And a throw-in forthcoming.
The first match was about just getting goals in.
Regained possession.
This match is just about, for me,
here is
seeing it through. The result from the first leg.
Getting the ball forward.
Leroy Sané. Here comes.
Will there be any end
first attack. Good attack from City, but nothing.
Abraham. Sancho.
Oh, Sancho. Good opportunity.
Fernandinho.
But nothing.
For today's man of the match.
Bernardo Silva.
10, Willian.
Aguero. Sané has it. Casemiro.
So, it's going to end 1-0, I think, here. Maybe one more attack. Can Tammy get his first Chelsea goal since his return? It's a penalty!
And the referee has pointed to the spot at a crucial phase in the proceedings.
Tammy Abraham
to be a penalty, and a booking part of the story
may take and is that a penalty?
Who would be a manager, eh? Not me.
I don't know.
Sure, Derek.
Was it a penalty? I genuinely don't know. Now, this is penalties I hate, quite frankly.
And
a nice save by Edison.
For Chelsea. He's driven in the corner and thwarting his
that should be the end of the game.
Time.
We go through, it's a 1-0 victory. Tammy denied a goal at the final minute. It didn't matter anyway.
Very, very well. That confidence you can use.
But
you have to. It's like gold.
We still win.
To the next round with that confidence. Who knows where they can go?
And it's 1-0.
What would you have to say about the performance of this particular Brazilian?
Well, he played well, scored a goal. What a good performance from him.
Then there, and that's us into the semi-finals of then the UEFA Champions League. And quite frankly, being in the semis now, I think we can be pretty confident of our chances. Now, Liverpool, I believe, went through on away goals, if I'm correct, and on that home goal, of course. We're still waiting for Tottenham, and obviously we're still waiting for Dortmund to play against Barcelona, so we're still waiting for them to. But whoever we get drawn against next, well, I'm not really too fussed.
Can we just grab a minute of your time for a few questions?
So, gonna have a few questions. How come we didn't see Kovacic despite reports that he's fully recovered from it? So apparently he's back.
Thank you, that's it.
So obviously some press opportunities there for the squad. So yeah, you know, obviously Kovacic is back, which is great to hear. Now, obviously, I did say, you know, once Tammy's fit, I'm going to give Tammy the main playing time. So, Tammy will have them opportunities. Barkley now pushed out of the squad, more or less. Mount should be back for the, well, for a few games. So, who we got next? I think we got Watford. I'm not going to play Watford, in fact. We got Palace, ain't it? So, I'll probably play that squad, I think, for the next few games. And we probably won't play against Watford. I want to play one final match in the Champions League because I enjoy Champions League. Don't you guys enjoy it? I certainly enjoy it. Right, so we're playing Liverpool in the Champions League. Okay. Right, so we'll play against Liverpool then. So we've got another tough draw then in the Champions League. A real tough draw. Then in that league. Are we going to get to the FA Cup final? I hope so. Obviously, let's see them results. So 2-1 defeat, 2-1 win, a 2-0 victory. So right, we're in the FA Cup final. That's good. We're going to be playing Tottenham Hotspur. Okay, that'll be interesting. Obviously, we can book ourselves a Champions League place. I need to just quickly check the league quickly. But, right, Barcelona vs Spurs, we vs Liverpool. So, actually, whatever happens, it's guaranteed that there will be an English club in, well, the final of the Champions League. That's guaranteed. It will either be Liverpool, Chelsea, Barcelona, Liverpool, Barcelona, Spurs, Liverpool, or Spurs, Chelsea sort of thing. So, those are the only four possibilities, really. You can only have one of them four. Which is a bit of a shame. And Premier League wise, how are we doing? Oh dear, well, we got a game in hand. It's going to come down to goal difference then, possibly, at the end of the season, then here, and it's going to come down to that Liverpool game, ain't it? Oh jeez, that's going to be 1.5 match. But Newcastle could actually genuinely now win this Champions League. I think, well, we're safe. I'm pretty sure we are safe now. We are going to be in the Champions League anyway for next year. That's guaranteed. I'm just working out what's not guaranteed. I think Villa should be safe. 3 games to go, 9 points, 8 points. Yeah, they should be safe. So, right, Newcastle in the Champions League. Liverpool are confirmed. The only team waiting for confirmation of a Champions League spot is actually Villa, but they should be able to do it now, which is incredible to think that them teams are in the Champions League. Now, Willian is out for the rest of the season. I'm going to bring back Mason Mount. Kovacic can have also some start time. In fact, I'm going to put Kovacic in today's starting lineup for Sancho. fact, we don't need to do that. But yeah, we're gonna play Callum, and Barkley's our squad. So Kovacic will get some start time. So no Willian for the rest of the season, which is a bit of a shame. I guess it's a shame, but you know, at the same time, things go the way they go. Right, we're gonna play that squad then today. We're not gonna do an interview. We'll just skip straight into the game, or we'll get straight into the game. So yeah, you know what can happen here, and it's a pretty tough team actually we're going up against. I'm gonna play Kovacic. And I'm going to give Mason Mount a start. Actually, no, we're not going to give him a start. Risk another injury. We're going to allow Kovacic to start. We've got a pretty strong squad. Like in Callum and Mount. Well, Callum and basically Tammy up front. I'm just wondering whether or not we give any players a start. I want to do that again. I know we can do better. Oh, brilliant. That time, much better. There we go then. So, here we go then. Liverpool, final game of the day.
Only four
Final
teams
game.
remain in the biggest club competition in the world, and we're not far away from kickoff in the first leg.
Who will win?
It's
Chelsea or
They take
Liverpool?
on Chelsea next on EA TV.
Hopefully it'll be Chelsea.
Live.
But you can't ever rule out Liverpool.
Well, fasten your seatbelts. It is Liverpool versus Chelsea in Europe's Premier Club competition, the UEFA Champions League, in the knockout stages. Derek Ray in the commentary position, joined as always by Lee Dixon. And Lee, when you think back to this fixture in the Champions League, you go back, don't you, to 2005, the semi-final, the ghost goal. Jose Mourinho said at the time it wasn't a goal.
Well, Jose, if you look at the record books,
So,
you'll find it was.
here we go then.
I know what page it's on because I've read them, and that's why the needle between these two clubs exists, because of that goal. I'm really interested in the spikiness of this game tonight.
Yes, Luis Garcia was who scored that ghost goal, but Chelsea got revenge in 2008 when they went through at the quarter-final stage, ultimately lost in the final to Manchester United. He's in with a chance.
Sancho.
Big chance it is.
What am I doing?
What an opportunity, but really good defending, you've got to say. Conte. Wonderful piece of tackling. Virgil van Dijk. And understandable that we might want to focus on Mohamed Salah, who is so very difficult to stop, Lee.
Well, the goals he scores from the left-hand side, the right-hand side, he drops into the hole, long range, short range, he's even good in the air.
It was straight at the keeper, but technically good goalkeeping.
I'm expecting a good performance via Liverpool's side today.
Sammy Abraham.
Like, I doubt we can do what we did against others, but you just never know. It's a goal!
There we go. It is the ideal opening.
Puzzlick makes it 1-0 Chelsea. What happened there? I genuinely don't know. Alisson, right, what happened? I know... Who put that in? Was it?
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we?
Own goal, Virgil van Dijk scores a own goal. I don't know whether it goes down as Christensen Pulisic, but that came off Virgil van Dijk. I swear that to you now. 100% Virgil van Dijk. That wasn't a Puzzlick goal. You can just tell the way that went in. Like, yeah. But it will go down as a Puzzlick goal.
In 2005 to witness what I thought was the greatest Liverpool comeback in European history. I didn't think that would ever be rivaled, but against Barcelona last season it was.
Well, we've seen some nights at Anfield, some magical nights. That's got to be one of the best nights they've ever had. 3-0 down from the first leg. Absolutely sensational game it was.
Robbed of the ball, Mo Salah.
So we're right now 1-0 up against Liverpool. And yeah, Liverpool not doing or not silencing me here. Obviously one of best, probably stadiums, I would say, if not the best stadium in the Premier League. Like, don't get me wrong, Stamford Bridge is a magical place, but Anfield is on that next level, and you've got to respect it, quite frankly. I really love Anfield overall. Like, Anfield, beautiful stadium, like, overall, and I respect them for that. They've got a beautiful stadium. Probably, as I say, the best in the Premier League. Like, Chelsea's got the best team, I think, and the best group of players, I think, in personality-wise. But I think when it comes to stadiums, that goes to Liverpool, unfortunately. And it's not a bad thing to admit what, you know, they've got. I love it. They do have a good stadium. Probably the best football stadium as football stadiums go.
He just let his opponent glide by. An attempt like that, never likely to trouble the keeper.
No, he's got his positioning right.
So, right now, 1-0 up at, or going into the half-time break. What was that?
To throw it back in play. Conte. Read it magnificently and intercepted.
So, still 1-0 up.
Now they've lost it.
Callum gets the ball. Sancho loses the ball. Callum regains the ball. Callum loses the ball.
The master of perfect defensive positioning, Conte.
Sancho, on to Sancho. No foul, no penalty.
Well, that's one for them to pursue.
Over the top, Mane. Oh, that was a brilliant tackle, and Anfield.
From here, he's taking some stick.
This is Salah. Individual
In
quality coming to the
disarray.
Opportunity to deliver the cross. Danger averted for now.
There you go then.
That brings to an end the first half.
So, half time, and
second half of this Champions League semi-final first leg underway.
To be replaced by number 14,
Conte now.
Henderson.
Jadon Sancho. Mateo Kovacic. Pulisic now. Tammy Abraham. Sancho.
On to Sancho.
And that was a very fine read. He's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Lee?
Well, Derek, it certainly was a good 45 minutes from the lad. Obviously got the goal to give him the lead, but he's looked very, very lively as well.
Abraham. Lost it.
So, right now, still 1-0 down, Liverpool are.
Henderson.
As we still hold on to a fragile lead, but good thing is, we're still leading.
As
I said, fragile, it may be.
Firmino might fancy this. Not all
Salah
that convincing
in the box.
Just wanted to get it out of there. Abraham.
Tommy.
Well, make sure you join us for more Premier League action coming your way. It's Liverpool facing Arsenal.
Yeah, that looks a great matchup, doesn't it? Looking forward to some fast-flowing football there.
The cross is on.
Whipped in.
And no-nonsense defensive clearance. It's Callum Hudson-Odoi. Christensen. Really a very poor ball. Henderson.
Jordan Henderson makes it 1-0. Liverpool were on the attack. They were on the break, and it's 1-0.
Cancelled out, one apiece.
But it's still not game over yet. Because let's not forget what our players can do.
And they deal with the threat this time.
We know that we have a decent team.
It's Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Or a team that can
Tammy
match
Abraham.
Liverpool. Tammy has a go. Now I'm going to take off Tammy and I'm going to put on Morata, I think, here. Or, in fact, I'm going to put on Puzzlik. I'm sorry, Morata for Callum, I think, yeah. Morata for Callum. Play Morata on the central striking position, Morata on the wing.
Alexander-Arnold. Well, it's come down to the final 20 minutes here. And we have more live Premier League action coming up for you soon on EA TV.
As we head into the final 20 minutes.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Always a great atmosphere in that stadium.
And it's 2-1, but offside.
Look along the line. Well, both teams have had substitutes warming up, and now both will rely on their respective benches. Well, great read there to intercept.
Just not able to do anything. Sancho really not playing at his best tonight, I have to say.
Urging their team on. Can they get one here?
Cleared away comprehensively. Morata.
Again, not a great
Sadio Mane now.
play.
Naby Keita. Henderson. Keita. Giving it a try. And putting his body on the line. And that leads to the goal that puts them ahead. Fine goalkeeping to
Still 1-0.
The idea was to get the corner beyond the first defender, but he didn't succeed. Not a good pass.
It's still very much Liverpool's game.
Alexander-Arnold, surely.
Oh.
And a powerful effort, but just
Liverpool really getting into it now.
Narrowly wide, Derek. Decent effort. He smashed it.
On the ball, Rudiger. Sancho now. Morata.
Please give a round of applause for today's man of the match.
Room to manoeuvre on the wing.
Henderson.
Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Conte. Now Morata.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 2 minutes.
Jadon Sancho. Morata.
So it's going to end 1-1 here then, and that's the end of that.
And that is
so,
the referee blows
look,
for
we have the away
time.
advantage, I guess, going into the second leg. So, you know, but the pressure is on still, and I think that's the important difference between here and City. Liverpool can challenge us, and, like, you know, they do play decent football.
We just wanted to ask you a couple of questions.
But, having said that, whilst Liverpool can challenge us, we've now got the advantage at home with the home crowd behind us. So yeah.
Thank you, that's it for...
So that's the end of today's game, and yeah, so obviously we'll send forward to that Liverpool match that we're gonna play, but yeah, obviously I don't know, it was a decent go. We gave it our all against Liverpool, but I don't know, will we win that second leg? I hope so, but as I say, probably next time we do FIFA, this will be the last few games we play on FIFA then this season, FIFA 20, in season 1, and I honestly don't know which way is the Premier League going. Let's have a look. Is it going to go towards us, or has Newcastle got this one in the bank? Look, I don't know, that's close. In fact, I think we can win it still, the Premier League, but only by just the smallest of small margins. And yeah, Newcastle, I think, are just going to lose it only by a small amount. Then, but also another thing, I think, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but Man United, well, Aston Villa have qualified for the Champions League. And yeah, fantastic for United. Obviously, otherwise everything else looks pretty familiar. Except maybe we're a bit shooting above board. Is there any teams that have been relegated? Yes, in fact 2. I'm pretty sure Brighton no longer can survive, if I'm correct. Yeah, I am correct there. So yeah, Brighton no longer can survive. The only team that could survive is Sheffield United right now, but they need results to still go their way. They need, certainly, I think, that Southampton game. Who do actually... Let's have a look. Sheffield need to win against Everton, or certainly get a decent result against Everton. So yeah, you know, could see eliminated Southampton. I'm not too sure. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please click that like button. Until the next time, folks, see you next time.